Shalom. Giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'ashem, Rakha, Kodash. Giving double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Giving reverence to the sincere brothers that is pushing out the gospel throughout the four corners of the world. Peace and blessings and infinite salutation be to the elect. The house of King David that the Lord is rising up in these last days, which is made up of you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, and scattered Israelites amongst the other nation that look like the other nation. But according to your pedigree, you go back to the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. And with that, I want to say shalom. I just want to go into a quick lesson. All right. And the title of this lesson is another big step to the MOTB, DID. All right. And I have this video right here that I want to play. It says, the title of this video says, Utah looks to launch state approved DID focused on privacy and security. All right. And I mean, for those that knows and those that know it is truth, you know exactly what this is leading to, man. All right. This is literally leading to the MOTB, which is spoken of in the book of Revelations, chapter 13. All right. As right now, we are in the beginning stages, you may say, but really, we are in the fourth industrial revolution. All right. And which the fourth industrial revolution, it started in the year of 2011 with technology becoming more advanced. And now we're at the point where technology is very advanced. Okay. But now you start to see that Esau is starting to have more control of it. All right. Which, once again, the fourth industrial revolution started in the year of 2011, around that era. And that's when Esau Edom brought this out and started to have the masses of the people to get comfortable with it. All right. And now with it, he's going to take control of the masses of the people. And now as we see this DID, okay, it's a big step and it's a quick step, which is going to lead to the MOTB. All right, so let's just play this video and just bring out some more some scriptures.
A big change could be coming to how you prove who you are. Utah State is considering rolling out a digital ID to help prove who you are in your online dealings. But with data breaches on the rise, Jim Spiewak asked if this can be a game changer for your online safety and security.
Everyone is born with identity.
You control your identity. You should control your digital identity.
Christopher Bramwell, Utah's chief privacy officer, is leading the state's effort to create a state-endorsed digital identity system, which would provide residents with a verified digital credential proving they are who they say they are.
So someone being able to pretend that they're me probably wouldn't happen. The whole point of state-endorsed digital identity is to give you control of your identity so nobody can impersonate you.
Bramwell sees initial uses for digital identity for things like going through TSA or verifying identity for government services. But he also says demand is growing in the private sector.
Why wouldn't you just use an identity you control to log into services, and you don't have to worry about reset passwords?
Bramwell says once you receive your credential, the state won't know when you use it, and it won't be tracked, but it would be stored securely in something like a digital wallet.
What do we tell people about why this will be secure? The security is our top priority, but most importantly, how do you recover when there's a security breach without having to do reissuance of identity to everybody in the state?
Utah lawmakers passed Senate Bill 260 this year, which laid the baseline policy that gives individuals the right to digital identity, but not a mandate to opt in. Senator Kirk Cullimore was the bill's sponsor.
Everything is digital now. A lot of what we do
even interacting with the state is digital.
With AI advancing rapidly, Cullimore believes many technologies will soon require state endorsement.
Do you feel confident that what is in policy right now as we start to build this out is the most safe and secure? The laws and the parameters to establish its safety and the security and the principles of freedom surrounding that are getting put into place.
Jim Spiewak, KUTV 2 News.
All right, as you can see, let me just go on Google real quick. Okay, this is DID. Just Googling it. Just put it. I just put it in Google. It says a DID is an electronic version of a physical ID, like a driver's license or passport, that can be used to verify its person ID online. And once again, everything is becoming digital. Everything is becoming digital. All right. Fourth industrial revolution. This is more science, and really, this is part of the image of the beast, which we are part of it. We still, we're living in what is known as the image of the beast. All right. Now it's gonna come in full effect, especially when they push this DID. We'll have to just see and wait. We have to just wait and see what it's gonna, what's gonna lead to. All right. But once again, it's gonna come in full effect with this. All right. But it's gonna come in full effect when they establish the MOTB, which the MOTB is already here. You already had some people that's walking on the planet Earth that have the MOTB. All right. Especially like countries like Sweden. And it says it can be used to access service, benefits, and information to complete transactions that would normally require a physical ID. For an example, it can be used to vote, pass through airport security, or purchase age restricted products. All right. And that's the times that we're coming into. Everything is becoming digital, you see? And it's gonna come a time where, you know, that instead of asking you for paperwork, all right, they're gonna ask you for your DID. Okay. Just showing some images. As you can see, all they had to do is just scan your barcode, all right? And the other individual on the other end can have the approval of who you are, which is it's ridiculous. You see, and all as you can see, once again, this is the fourth industrial revolution, which has started in the year of 2011. All right, with technology becoming more advanced. All right, and as you can see, they're getting rid of the old and coming in with the new. All right, and once again, this is nothing but the image of the beast, which is the image of the beast. We're living in it. All right, but it's gonna come in full effect when you have the MOTB that's spoken of in Revelation chapter 13. Okay, so that's the reason why I started with the video. All right, it says Utah looks to launch a state-approved DID. Okay, so it's here, man. All right, things are moving quickly. And another example that I want to go into is how right now you have Esau. You have ICE that's cracking down on Jake. Okay, especially Salakia. I don't know why this is not pulling up like it should, but forgive me. But once again, you have Esau, you have ICE cracking down, especially on the northern tribes, so-called Latinos. All right, um, cracking down on the people and asking them for paperwork to prove that they have permission to be in the states, or if they have a citizenship to be in the states. To prove with paperwork if they have permission to be in the states, right? So I mean, uh, you know, with this DID, it's another step into proving who you are. So instead of them asking for paperwork, they're gonna ask for the DID. You see, and eventually it's gonna come down to the fact if you have the MOTB or not. Because if you do, all right, you'll be able to live in this system. But if you don't, you're gonna be cut off from society. All right. But let me go to the book of Habakkuk, Habakkuk chapter 2, and straight to the point. Verse 3, and it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. All right. And we seeing that it's here. Now the vision, all right, now the vision is talking about old prophecy, all different type of prophecies. All right. But the more major prophecy is the what? The implementation of the MOTB, which is already here. You have certain people that's walking around this planet Earth with a marker, all right, or if with a RFID C hip within their skin. All right. You already have people that's walking around with a RFID C hip, all right, a micro C hip within their skin. So prophecy is speaking, man. All right. I mean, we are getting close to the day of the Lord. All right. And all of this is going to have to come to full effect. And you see that this devil is moving quickly. All right. It says Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 3, and it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. And it's showing that we are at the end. All right. And not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Let's go to the book of Revelation, chapter 12. And verse 10, it says, and I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation, the strength, and the kingdom of our power, and the power of his anointed. For the accuser of our brethren is cast down. And the accuser of our brethren is cast down is talking about, the accuser is talking about Esau, Edom, the so-called white man. All right. Which accuses them before our God day and night. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. So now we're in the time where it's going to show who is a servant of the Lord, who is the people of the Lord. All right, who is the elect and who's not. Okay, because as we're approaching the time of the implementation of the MOTB, all right, especially with this DID, okay, it's gonna come down to the fact that if you're gonna love your life in this world, all right, or not. You see, he that loveth his life in this world shall lose it, but he that hateth his life in this world, all right, shall receive eternal life. And ultimately, we want eternal life, man. All right. And it says, and they love not their life unto death. You should already been separated yourself from this society, okay, spiritually. All right, but eventually it's gonna come down to the fact that you go and be like pilgrims on a planet Earth. All right. you're going to start to lose more and more. And it says, verse 12, and it says, therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knows that he has but a short time. And that's the reason why right now he's moving quickly, man. All right, and all the things that's happening right now with the government shutdown and so on and so forth. There's nothing but steps. All right, these nothing but steps that's going towards what the the mandatory of the implementation of the the MOTB, okay, and bringing in the new and getting rid of the old. All right, bringing in that new world. All right, a new system, and that's the and that's the image of the beast, man. That's what these devils want. All right, they want to have full control of all people, man, and they know they're gonna achieve it by bringing these devices. Okay, I mean, those that can see it, you know, you see it, all right, and that's how Esau thinks that's exactly how he thinks he's going to win. All right, but remember, the Lord is going to look out for his elect. Revelations chapter 3 and verse 10. And it says, because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I also will keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. Now remember, if you believe in this truth, if you part of the elect, if you are the hopeful elect, the Lord's going to look out for you, man. But you have to get yourself ready for that time. Prepare yourself now so you won't have to get ready. All right? Get ready so you don't have to get ready in that time. You see? Because we see how this devil, all right, is coming with great wrath because he knows that he has but a short time. So everything is moving quickly now, man. You see? So it's time to get yourself right spiritually with Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, because ultimately that's what's going to deliver us in these last days. All right? Where are we going to run to? You see? Especially us being in the soils of Babylon the Great. All right? Where are we going to run to? If we know that our enemy, okay, is Esau Edom, where are we running to, man? We got to run to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. We got to put our trust in Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shah. All right. So let me bring this out as well. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 10 and verse 20, and it says, "And it shall come to pass in that day," and that day is talking about in these last days. So this is a prophecy. All right. All right. It says, "And it shall come to pass in that day, which is now, that the remnant of Israel, and such as are escape of the house of Jacob," which is talking about the elect, the remnant of Israel, "shall no more again stay upon him that smote them." All right, and that's talking about Esau, because in these last days, Esau put us in slavery. All right, they pretty much Esau made himself being being a god, but he's not. He's nothing but a clown, and he made himself as being the savior of the nation of Israel. All right, that was the illusion. All right, but the Lord has given this truth unto the hopeful elect to realize that this devil is nothing but a damn devil, man. All right, and that he's nothing but a man. So it says, shall no more again stay upon him that smote them, but shall stay upon the Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua, the Holy One of Israel, in truth. Verse 21, the remnant shall return, even the remnant of Jacob, unto the mighty God, Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushua. Okay, so we don't, so where are we going to run to? We can't run to the government, all right, because he's the one, he's the problem. All right, so we got to run to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua. Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is the one that's going to deliver us in these times that we're coming into. All right, and let me just finish it out with this right here. Isaiah 33 and verse 6. And it says, and wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy tongues, and the strength of salvation. The fear of the Lord Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua is his treasure. So this wisdom, knowledge, understanding is what's going to give us salvation. All right. The fear of the Lord. Coming back to the Lord. So you might say, how are we going to be able to withstand in these last days? All right. How are we going to escape this madness that we are approaching? Well, the protection of the Lord, you see, which is this truth. This is the only thing we need. This is the only thing you need to have salvation or to be able to withstand in the evil times. Because remember, if you are not part of this system, you're going to become a pilgrim. All right. You're going to be an outcast of society. All right. But if you are of the hopeful elect, the Lord is going to protect you. The Lord is going to guide you. The Lord is going to lead you in the right path. All right. In that time, you see. But with that, I hope that this lesson was edifying as well as uplifting unto those that believe in this gospel. All right. To the hopeful elect. And giving all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Yahweh Shah, Ba'Shem, Rakha, Quadash, Shalom.